Good evening, ladies and gents, and welcome to a TFTV cast. It's going to be a doubleheader tonight. The first match of the night is going to be an ESEA-Open contest between AG and Block from Top Gluttons. We'll talk about team names and their interesting dynamics they pose on this matchup. But joining me tonight is Kurt. You know him as TRUKTRUK, our normal cameraman for a lot of the TFTV casting. And we've got Dash on camera. I am Seanbud. Kurt, say hello.
Hey, what's going on, Sean? I'm happy my first cast is with you.
Me too. Wait.
This is not your first cast. But I know what you mean.
Yeah. I'm happy your first cast is with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm happy, and it's on Seabear's birthday.
Yeah,
so we didn't even have
out
to get him
Seabear.
anything.
Like, he just kind of offhandedly said it was his birthday, and no one just, like, said anything and fully charged. I'm like, aw, poor guy.
Aw. Late for his birthday dinner because he had
He's
to give
probably
away
like
hats.
17 now.
Yeah, literally giving away hats, so he's late for his own birthday dinner. What a guy. Anyways, moving on. I think we have a doubleheader tonight. There's an invite match coming up later. We'll talk about that more. There are players joining the server. Hopefully we get started here shortly. I believe there's 10 in the server. It was scheduled to start a couple minutes ago, but as per usual, it is an ESEA match. It wouldn't be if it started on time, right, Kurt?
Oh, yeah. I've done camera for a lot of matches, and, I don't know. It seems like open matches do start quicker than normal, but you gotta at least give them a 30-minute buffer, and then you start getting impatient.
The 30-minute buffer.
I mean,
that's
yeah,
very patient.
I mean, showing up to play a video game, like, that's a chore. Some people have to, like, stop banging their hot girlfriends and stuff to
they
go
probably
play a video
already
game.
had the game launched, so we had to hit the console key and then copy paste the IP to join the server. So it is a chore.
Yeah.
All right, we can talk a little bit about the matchup, though. This is ESEA-Open. Both these teams right now are undefeated, 2-0. Undefeated this early on in the season, not necessarily a feat to be braggadocious about, you know.
But getting the third win, you know.
getting the third win. If you get that third win, then you're a LAN contender, so...
Yeah, the ESEA-Open LAN finals contender.
Yes.
On the internet.
On the internet. This is, let's see, so we can talk a little about the sponsors. Nahani, I don't know how she chooses her team. I read a little bit, there's like a blurb, if you guys want to check it out, on AG's team page about, you know, AG's not a corporate sponsor, it's a community sponsor, so choosing, I think she said they choose a different team every season, and she's trying to represent that by choosing this team, I guess. So I would imagine we got a good group of guys here. I have scrimmed them once or twice, a little bit of experience against them, so... I'd say they all are also a formidable force in ESEA-Open, anyways.
Yeah, shout out to AG. It's one of the most consistent communities that's helped out competitive TF2. Actually, probably the most consistent. Close second would be Clinching's IT servers.
Yeah, I think Nahani's been doing this for years, and
yeah, forever.
Forever, like
forever. And ever.
What is it? Is it the 6v9 game that she does? Or it used to be like an annual thing, and then she she took a year off. That is probably their biggest event of the year, but it is usually a big event. It's usually well produced, and look forward to those. Anyways,
also shout, like we were talking before we went live. AG's tag is adorable. Like, yes. You can do like cute little things with your tag, or really obnoxious, dumb things. But what AG decided to do is put AG carrot in front of their name, and then all of them tagged up with, like, a line and then another carrot, so it's like a super little happy face next to each one of their names, and I think that's adorable. So good job, AG.
It is
win
adorable.
The adorable contest.
The skill and coordination it took to pull that off, too. It shows they're ready for ESEA.
Yes, exactly. That's like unappreciated teamwork, you know? Team bonding, teamwork, whatever you want to call it. You can tell they get along just by their little happy faces next to their name.
Yeah. I've been a part of this. It's one of those moments where you're in Mumble and someone has such a good idea that you're like, that's so cute, let's all go do it.
Wasn't your tag like something to do with the dick or something?
Maybe.
Okay. I don't know why I mentioned that. But anyway.
Anyway, should we start going over lineups? We are up to 10 in the server. Maybe we should wait till we get all 12 to maybe they get some. I think they do have. It looks like AG Coop is the odd man out. He does not match the form for the formatting for the rest of his team.
He's the mother of the team. He's the father or mother. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but he doesn't need to do it. But he's still there. He's still a part of the group, you know.
That's good.
That's good. Yes, thank you.
It's good. So is he a backup? I'm guessing for. Let me see. I'm trying to tab in and look at the rosters here and see who he might be replacing. I don't see Snark. Is he? Oh no, he is there. Who is not here? Scarecrow, High Five, Che. Is Che here? I don't see Che. Okay, so he's a backup medic. It looks like. I thought Che was their starter medic.
Oh, good for. Shout out to anybody that plays medic and like anybody who even plays backup medic. It's a tough job at times. Like, I don't know how some people don't go crazy playing it, especially if you're in like a lower division and you're not pocketed by the greatest players in the universe or whatever, like platinum, etc. You gotta
kind of a
work with the
thankless job
team
sometimes. You just gotta do your job.
Shout out to Jesus.
Shout out to Jesus. Why Jesus?
Jesus would be a backup medic if he was around.
Jesus would be a backup medic.
Like, he was a backup medic right before he got crucified.
Right? Wow.
Alright, I'm done.
You're gonna have to explain that joke later.
It wasn't even a joke. It just didn't make sense.
It just didn't make sense, yeah.
Sorry.
Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I agree though. Medic is it's kind of like you do your job as normal and nobody notices. You know, everyone else gets the frags. But if you drop that Uber, Kurt, my god, if you drop an Uber,
you hear about it for days. Like the casters talk about it, and he's like, "Wow, he dropped that one Uber in that match that didn't matter, but maybe he'll do it again today." And you're just in the back of their mind, he knows something. Yeah,
he knows something.
He does. A lot of people know stuff, including backup medics.
It's not really fair, and I think it's overemphasized a lot of times. People make plays. Medics make plays pretty consistently, and sometimes they're not noticed, but maybe by higher level players that have a good understanding, and like if the caster's pulling it out, good for them. But a lot of times, like Uber sawing and stuff like that is a play, and like really good positioning or jukes or like mind gaming an enemy bomber as he's about to kill you or something like that is, you know, you can outplay people on medic. It's just not as flashy sometimes. And then at the same time, if it's a sniper or a spy, sometimes it's kind of out of your control. You know, you have to rely on your team as much as they have to rely on you sometimes.
Yeah, like little things just coming down to like buffing your entire team, like that little stuff. Like if the other medic doesn't do it, you're gonna win mid most of the time because you got out healed. You have more health.
Right.
But yeah, we can do the rosters real quick if you want.
Yeah, let's run over the rosters. I am getting filled in from Twitch chat. I don't know how reliable this source is, but someone said Che is not playing. Coop is the starter medic. So Coop, get your tag sorted out, man. I don't know what the deal is with that. I really doubt there's another Coop in ESEA. If there is, then man, that is bad luck.
He wants to play Demo Man because he has one eye. The Demo Man still has a mouth though, so I don't know.
I don't get that right. Oh, because the tag is a face. Okay, I get that.
If he was a Demo Man, it would be amazing. But anyway, for AG Madboys, we got Coop on Medicals Man, High Five on Pocket, Zen on Roamer, Snark and Scarecrow playing the Scouty Mans, and to wrap it all off, we got Tank Man on the Demo Man.
Well said, Kurt.
Thanks. I read it.
Did you?
Yeah, I wrote it down on Notepad just so I didn't screw it up.
Nice, yeah, I'm going to read this one off of Steam Chat, because our cameraman is actually a backup for this other roster, Block from Top Gluttons. So he filled me in earlier on the rosters and the lineups and who plays what position, etc. We're going to have Matt on Demo, Kuza and Ease on Scout, Ricker, I believe his ESE alias in-game is Rice Rooney. Ricker on Soldier, and Joey is his Soldier buddy, and General Shenanigans as the medical man's the Jesus of this team.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm gonna message.
That's what I have to say.
I'm gonna message our cameraman since he's a backup and figure out what the deal is because they are still missing 2 players.
Well,
he can also hear me and mumble.
It's a Wednesday night, and I don't know about you guys, but Wednesday night is probably the biggest party night in the United States if you guys are Americans. So people go out all the time and just like hang out and like, oh shit,
especially TF2 players.
Gotta go play my ESEA match. Sorry guys. So probably they're driving home from the bar. They just had a great night, and now they're about to cap it all off by being late for their ESEA match.
Are you trolling about the Wednesday thing, or is that a thing where you're in Buffalo?
No, it's a joke.
Okay. I think it's actually Thursday on most, like, college towns, anyways. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Wednesday typically is just hang out, drink some high C with your mom and dad, and watch some family entertainment on the telly.
Yeah, or TeamFortress.tv.
Or on the Team Fortress TV channel on twitch.tv.
Can't afford HBO? TFTV subscribers only $5. Yeah.
Wednesday is anime night.
Is it?
In my house. We watch Family Guy and The Simpsons. Oh, man.
I really like your taste in anime.
Thank you. It's really popular, but it's still really solid, you know? It doesn't have to be underground to be really good.
Right, no, I'm in total agreement. One of my favorite animes is Pokemon, so.
Yeah, exactly. It's popular, but it's really good. There's no hot babes in that show, though. You don't got no Marge Simpsons.
No Marge Simpsons.
Yeah.
No one else has really pulled off the Marge style since Marge, you know?
Yeah,
no one's even attempted it, like, maybe somebody else has, but, I mean, I don't think so. I feel like you would know about this.
She has blue hair. That's a fun fact, if you didn't know. She has blue hair, and lots of it. She's kind of like a tree.
Yeah?
Yeah. Trees aren't blue.
No.
They are green. I'm just,
you just tickle me.
Busting out those fun facts
these all
for you.
make so much sense.
You're like, wow, I didn't know trees are blue, and then when I said trees are green, you're like, oh, okay, he was joking. I thought I was wrong for a second there. Yeah.
So, guys...
I'm glad you got that straightened out for everybody.
What's that? Oh, gosh.
We're getting an update from Dash. Apparently, Joey is having some client issues. We'll try to get those. Well, he'll try to get those resolved, and we'll try to keep you guys up to date as soon as we know when this is going to go live. Luckily, we have quite the break between our two casts, so I don't think we'll be running late for our invite match, which you can tune into later. It's going to be me and Admirable casting 6 Cuties versus Root plus 6. I think both teams are 0-2 in invite, but they are looking to get their first win this season.
Yeah, like, we were talking a couple days ago, I think it was yesterday, actually, that you don't have to cast, like, the top invite matches all the time, because sometimes they're not the invite teams, like IT, you don't have to cast all their games, because sometimes they're going to just be rolls. So, casting some 0-2 teams, like, watching some players that are going to move up in the ranks within the next few seasons can and will be very interesting.
I think both are important to cast, and I'm really trying to cast as much of invite and try to get, well, not myself necessarily, but I'm trying to get as much of invite casted this season as possible. I think it's a shame when good games don't get casted just because they're like the 6th and 7th seed teams or something like that. And then when I don't know, even some games are overlooked because they're, you can look at it and say it's Bandy's team versus whatever lower rung invite team sometimes. Maybe you'll think it's a 5-0 right away, but things happen. Sometimes they play a little closer than you would think normally. But I think they should be casted regardless, and people will still want to tune in and watch Bandy.
Yeah, you're right.
Stuff like that. So I think we'll try to get a lot more invite coverage for you guys this season. Look forward to that.
Yeah,
we'll
shout
have
out to TFTV, Enigma, everybody that's a part of it, like, especially people like Dash that step up and, like, I'm not around or whatever. We've been casting so much more than, like, any season ever so far. We've been casting so much European matches, so many ESEA matches already, and hopefully we can continue it. Like, there's 2 or 3 casts a day, it seems. Like, whenever I get home from class, there's a European cast that I usually watch.
Right.
So shout out to TFTV. Yeah.
Yeah, how is the ESEA season going over in EU? It's just they only have Open right now. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't been following the EU scene very closely since I-49 actually. So I don't know. I think ETF2L is happening right now as well. I think they casted 2 different leagues today. Is that right? They casted an ETF2L match and then an ESEA match?
Yes, I believe so. If you check TFTV, they have the scheduling.
Very cool. Props to those guys for... Props to ESEA for offering the service to EU customers finally. Hopefully they will take full advantage of it. Hopefully they, I don't know, forgive ESEA for the client networking the first 3 days of their inaugural European season. It's kind of like the Titanic sinking on its maiden voyage, but I don't know, we filled the ballast tanks and the Titanic is afloat again. Is this reference to, or this analogy, is it too developed? Should I move on with my life?
I'm confused.
Well, because it was the maiden voyage, and I was thinking about something about crossing the Atlantic and working that in there because we're Americans, and then the Titanic sank, but then ESEA didn't sank because we're now playing ESEA. Do you need me to develop it further?
I now understand the
Okay,
analogy.
perfect. Anyways, shout out to the EU scene. Hopefully we'll get more EU coverage as well.
So, you said you played against one of these teams? Which one was it again? Or did you play against both of them?
Back to this match. Yeah, no, I think we have played against both.
So, what are your thoughts?
Remember, okay, first impressions when I look at AG's roster, wow, Tankman is a jerk, because I remember him getting a lot of heals and just deading stickies in my face as Pocket Soldier. So I expect him to do a lot of damage and killing this match.
That's what happens when you
and
put a lot of damage.
Yes. No,
Yes.
yeah, I expect him to get a lot of heals, a lot of damage output. Probably the brunt of their aggression will be due to his damage, I'd say. I don't know what to expect from the scouts on either side. But Tankman left an impression when we played against him. But like I said, he could have just been being a jerk to me.
Well, if you're doing a lot of damage to a pocket and killing the pocket, then you're probably doing a lot of damage to other people, because normally you're not focusing, focusing down a pocket. And for those who don't know, Sean plays pocket for his team currently, so... Yeah.
That's correct. For your team. For our team, Kurt.
Yeah, I guess I'm technically on the team.
You're our first string cameraman. Backup.
Yeah, hopefully this guy comes back. It seems like he's having some trouble with the ESEA client, which seems to happen way too often, considering the guy that's having trouble with it is paying for it. But hopefully it's just on his end and he can fix it. It probably usually is, because there's 11 other people here. So hopefully he can just fix out whatever issues he's having with his computer.
If he can't get it to work, Dash is their paid backup, so we'll have to end the cast and he'll just cameraman. Or we could just let him play with the camera settings with 2 FPS. Dash, what do you think of that? I don't think that would happen. There would be no delay as well. So I don't think that's going to be an option. But we'll hopefully they get their other rostered player in the server so that it does not come down to that. Anyways, what else you want to talk about? We talked about Jesus.
I don't know. I was called unprofessional already, so I
don't think so.
I asked my mom to bring my suit for my next cast and my fedora, so I look nice for the next cast. But for now, I'm gonna just wear my sweater and jorts and just go for it, you know?
Sweater's casual day stuff, but you can still look pretty professional in a sweater, you know? Depends on the sweater. Does it have a hood on it?
If you throw in the fedora in the mix, you're like halfway classy with one of those bad boys.
Because like a hat, right? Like TF2?
Yeah. And there's like at least 3 fedoras in TF2 alone. That's why I play it.
Right.
They just added one for Soldier. So shout out to whoever made that.
I know this is pregame, and I think he gets regen when he kills somebody, but Coop is just dunking on the enemy team right now. The enemy gamers they're just dying to do an onslaught of needles. I think he's on a 3K now.
Honestly,
Coop gets the 4K on the demo man rolling out to choke.
Honestly, like having good DM as medic can make all the difference. Like if you're the last two, like if you and like another scout alive on mid, and you have little health, but you can back out to choke, if you hit all of your needles on that scout, either you're going to kill the scout or force them to back off. So having good needles is like a real thing. Like
it really is. Crossbows are they're kind of gimmicky at times. Needles are much better for defending yourself, and they are dangerous, especially against like scouts, which normally are the ones that chase you down. Kind of depends on the positioning and stuff you take, but it's.
I think the medic primary is a very well balanced weapon
slot.
That's what, weapon slot in the game because it's almost 100% personal preference. Like, if you're really good with the crossbow, you're really good with the crossbow. If you're really good with the needles, you're really good with the needles. Just your playstyle.
And none of them are banned, unless you count the set bonus for the crossbow thing.
So shout out to whoever designed all those items.
Volvo. Thank you, Volvo.
Yes. I don't know what that means.
It's Valve.
Oh, I should know what that means. Thank you, Valve.
Yeah. Alright, we're getting some bad news. We have an update in chat anyways. It says his TF2 is reinstalling itself, might take 10 to 15 minutes, sad face.
That's not, as like, at least he doesn't have to download the game again.
Yeah. That's honestly not as bad as it could be.
I really feel bad for him, because I'm sure, actually I feel bad for everybody on the server, like, they just want to play, you know? They probably scrimmed all week just to play these matches.
Right.
At least I hope they did. If you're gonna pay money for a league, you gotta put the effort in. But,
we could try to replicate the mood in either Mumble right now, if you want to do that. For AG's Mumble, I think it's kind of like this is annoying. Like,
well, I think most Mumbles you're just goofing around. Like, it doesn't matter like which team you're probably goofing around. Then it steadily, progressively gets to like, holy fuck, this is annoying as shit. Let's get this going. I don't know what time that would happen, like when the jokes stop and you're just pissed off. I'd say probably around a half an hour.
Alright, do we need to talk about this, Dash? They're asking for... AG is asking the other team, Dash's team, to get a backup. And Dash is our cameraman. Dash, do you need to leave? It said he may have to. So
I will set up the stream so we still can cast this match, but we'll have to get in like an emergency caster. I know.
It's a bummer, man.
I'm sure like the two people that enjoy me casting will miss me, but...
You mean you don't want to cast and cam?
No, I don't think that would go over that well.
No?
I'd just be like, yeah.
Yeah.
The whole time. I probably still will be like
There's a lot of buttons to press, I get it.
Yes. Alright, so Dash, if he has to back up, I'm his backup cameraman for tonight, so we'll do that. DJ Coconut Milk wants to cast, so we'll get him in here.
Oh, for sure.
So, this is what it feels like to fill the air. Like, normally I'm in Dash's position, just like sitting back in my chair, just kind of like looking at people's items in TF2, because there's nothing to do while the air is filled. And I never really empathized for the people that have to fill the air. Like, it's a tough job.
Is this like a world first, by the way? Our cast cameraman for the match we're trying to cast is the paid backup for the team we're trying to cast?
Yeah, I don't think there's that many people. Yeah, I've never had to do it. I don't know. You have to check with people who watch the matches all the time. I've never had to do it.
Alright, well...
But we'll still get it casted regardless. I will set up the stream.
It will be casted.
We might start a little bit late. It might take me... Oh, okay.
They have 12 on the server. Dash, thank you. Oh my god.
So shout out to Dash for informing us and being a bro. In all seriousness, like... I appreciate... You have no idea how much I appreciate him, like, camming. Like... Because of him, it allows me to have more time off. Because doing this after a while gets boring. Or if you need to study or something, or you need to go to bed, it sucks if you... Because I want to help out the community over studying or doing it, but having him being another cameraman lets me study and lets me go to bed at a proper time at certain nights. So shout out to him. It also allows for more TF2 cast for everybody, so...
Right.
Shout out to anybody who steps up. So
yeah, it's not only having like a rig which is capable of streaming in good quality and having internet that's capable, which is also that right there just vastly limits the pool of potential cameraman. But you do need some sort of know-how to follow the progression of the game, and you need to be not an idiot so you can watch what the camera or what the casters are talking about sometimes. And Dash and Kurt do a bang up job for us at TFTV. So
Thank you.
Big ups to being cameraman. Also, there's a lot of buttons to press. I know that updating those scoreboards and all the OBS stuff you guys do, or whatever you do, it takes some technical expertise, and I don't have it, so that's why you guys do it.
And if Dash doesn't have everything perfect, like, we'll iron it out. Like, the last 2 times he casted, I helped him out with little things they needed to fix, and I think there are a few little things you can add onto it to make it perfect. And yeah, I think it's your only second time doing cameraman. I mean, they can't hear you, but yeah, I think it's his only second time doing cameraman. So I've watched a lot of his first match, and it was fine. So everybody will just improve.
It was fine.
It was fine.
2012.
It wasn't great. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I think he did great. He had like a mic issue, but it was corrected, and people brought it to his attention. It looked good from what I saw. Anyways, it looks like we have 12 in the server shortly, right? Is that still accurate? All right. Looks like.
So shout out to Joey and shout out to everybody in the server for being patient and letting him fix his stuffs.
Yeah, it's always an option when, I don't know, is it 15 minutes where you can just report FFW if you want to be a total dick?
Well,
and it's nice that it doesn't happen that often.
I don't think anybody would do it on stream, like, because you're automatically put in the bad guy's seat if you do that, and you know how the TF2 community is. If any of you guys,
right,
you just gotta find the next person to isolate and make, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put the target right in their frickin' dome and just shoot at it until they die.
Yeah. You don't do predictions. Let's do predictions, Kurt. We know a lot about both these teams. So
I actually don't know anything about these teams, other than I see a couple people from AG on Star server, and it's a pub server, but you know, like, you can tell someone's DM and game sense is good from a pub, and they seem pretty fucking solid. Like,
right, no, if I see a soldier in a pub and he rocket jumps...
They right-clicked me, and yeah. Exactly. So,
I'm going to go with 5-3 AG is going to be my prediction. I look for Tankman to get a lot of damage. I think the just overall skill level throughout all the positions is a little higher. I think maybe Red might have a scout advantage. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. What's your prediction, Kurt?
I'm going to pick AG as well, but my opinion is less valuable than Sean's, because I don't know much about these teams. Yeah. But my main reason is because they have a cute little face, and that just, to me, it shows fantastic coordination and teamwork.
The cute little face.
The cute little face is in their name.
I completely forgot to add that.
So I'm going to say 5-4, and I want a really good game, because we waited for a while, and this is my first one. So 5.
I think we may have
5-4.
It'd be wonderful. I don't want to jinx it, but hopefully it's a good game, yeah. I need to get used to not saying red and blue. It's hard remembering which team is which arbitrary color. It does not matter whatsoever. I don't know why we still have halves where we switch teams, because it just confuses everybody.
Well, aren't some maps slightly different? I know Granary was slightly different for a long time.
I think everything is weird now, except for Viaduct is like backwards, because it's not like flipped. It's just a mirror, you know?
Yeah.
And then like we don't play Jeep anymore, so it doesn't matter. I don't think.
Well, yeah, it's not a big deal. It only screws us over. And, like, you know, if you have, like, a cool hat, but it only looks good with blue or red, then you always get to be that color.
Well, that's your fault. Right. Alright, looks like we'll get Argo on live, though. Thanks for the heads up, Dash, since me and Kurt are talking about random bullshit. Alright. I want to look at Tank from the get-go. I want to get the Tank man cam, see if he does the quick rollout through choke and denies blue the entry into middle. Demo man, if they hit their rollout, they can get there much quicker than the other enemy players relative to other maps. You can get a lot of damage on him. Looks like he does hit the rollout. Let's see if it is timely. The scouts are in. Looks like the combo's entering right now. Taking a lot of damage coming through.
Both soldiers jump on both teams. Nice air shot. And Takeman is already putting out a ton of damage. He's completely uncontested by the scouts, and it looks like they're gonna clean up this mid with.
Oh, we got a blue scout playing Ring Around the Rosary around the cap point. Actually takes out
nice
the demo.
Shot onto the scout, yeah.
If he wins the scout 1v1, the other soldier has 26 health. He's waiting for the health kit. He finally does pick it up. It looks like he is getting focused now between the two of them. I think he's gonna survive and escape with 10 health. So well played to who's that? Ease. Well played to Ease by getting that. The demo pick might allow his team to hold yard. Well, it will allow his team to hold yard.
Yeah,
maybe even push in the middle if they get their spawns and get their shit together here, because their demo is not quite in position. No sticky trap yet for middle, so...
Coop's on Kritzkrieg, so they, he noticed that both meds went down, and he wanted to get the quick Uber advantage, so he's switched to crits, and see what they can do with this. We're going to be watching Tankman again, and see what he can do with a Criticals Krieg attached to his back.
Now, Kurt, do you watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Sometimes, but maybe during halftime we can talk about that.
We'll talk about that later.
Or take the soldier in.
Looks like the soldier does get crits, and actually he gets taken down by the sticky trap, yeah.
Tankman kills Matt, which is the other demo man. Joey's in on Medic and Scout, but he's just going to play it safe at mid for 4th best.
Huh, so Red, for some reason, decides to crits the soldier around the corner, but he eats the sticky trap immediately.
Yeah, I think they thought they were playing close. And if they're playing close, I'm assuming the soldier has way more splash than the demo. Like, immediate splash. Like, for the sticky, you have to shoot it and then right-click. But for a rocket, you just shoot it. So if they're holding right there, you can just hit a quick direct on the medic and make them drop, but that was not the case.
Looks like Blue is still not forced. Blue's just holding an Uber here in Yard. The red bomb comes in, actually does get a lot of damage put out on the blue team, forces the medic to pop and save a couple of people. They're going to force Red out, and they'll get 2 caps, but Red is at 90% crits.
Yeah, they have to do something with it right away.
Yeah, yeah. If this crits gets a few kills, then they can maybe get a quick retake. Actually, you don't ever want to hold crits, because they're just going to build Uber and then use it into your face. Here comes the crits in the lobby. He gets 2 quick kills. I see this.
And they're
actually combos. Yeah, I guess they are pinched. They good awareness by Red to just recognize that back cap at that point is the only way you lose.
The back cap is just sitting there. Do they know? They do know. But if he can win this... Oh, nice try by Best. He's almost winning the round for his team.
Yeah, that soldier survives with 40 health to defend last. Really good awareness by Red to really just collapse on the stuff that tries to go behind, because, I mean, it was also a good snap decision by Blue to try and go for the back cap, because they were getting crits on in lobby, but they just... got out-fragged there, I think, with the crits.
Yeah, and they got onto they got into the second point very quickly. Like 4 people on their team did, so they denied forward spawns and got an easy mid out of that as well. Coop has crits again, and they're 50% Uber advantage, so expect to see them watch Tankman again with the crits. They popped it. Looks like they see nothing. Oh, a nice sticky onto the enemy demo. He's just sticky sniping, and they're going to take this too easily since he got the demo. They kind of just let him in there.
Yeah, they didn't really. If it's on crits, you have a few options. You can try and just kill the medic when they come through. They weren't quite in position to do that, I don't think, so they elected to kind of give it up. Especially once their demo got sniped with that crits. At least they kept their medic alive, and they do have Uber on last and a heavy, so I don't think they're going to roll this into a last cap or anything like that. They're going to have to rebuild the crits. I would like to see some aggression out of Gully last. You can leave your heavy man and try and Uber into their face since you have Uber and they're on crits. I would not wait for another crits to come in. That's just kind of rolling the dice if your medic pops in time or if you lose 2 people.
Even if you pop it at the right time, you're probably going to lose 1 or 2 people.
Yeah, they don't necessarily have to kill the medic. If they get a few frags, their Uber is not going to be very effective against you if you have 6 people.
Well, they got crits, so they just decided to wait. We'll see if it's the right decision shortly, hopefully.
We'll evaluate that decision making later.
Exactly.
Red just kind of feeling out, probably getting eyes on the blue team here. They did spot the heavy, no surprise there. They're probably looking to see any sentry, stuff like that. I don't see any off clashers from Red, so they're definitely just looking for a good angle to take this crits in, try and get a force out of them or a couple kills.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be real tough. Whether you're running to stickies, heavy, or just a bunch of spam, it's kind of hard to see what the heck's going on when you're on the red or when you're on the offensive team pushing last on this map. So it's basically rolling the dice for AG here. They could lose like 3 points if they screw this up.
Right. I think their best option since they're on crits. I know what you would see better teams do would be to just snipe through one of the entrances. They are trying to go to cap time. That is what they're doing, but they get cleaned up very quickly. The crits does give them drop the medic though. The no Uber for blue team. Yeah. Looks like we got 1 soldier.
Just fantastic DM by Ease.
And Red does wipe on the push in, so really good sticky snipe. It wasn't sticky that killed the medic, correct?
It was a rocket, I believe.
I
think they took the soldier in.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, I thought like you said, the push was going to be to crits on the point after they threw a few bodies at it. They elected to get the medic with the crits, so
instead. Just crits immediately as he got on the point. Very good comms and play by AG. Just didn't work because of the fantastic DM out of Fourth best.
Yeah, block from top.
Sorry.
Gluttons,
Sorry, fourth
block
best.
from top Gluttons. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll just call him fourth best. Can't always have a relevant tag. It's hard to shorten block from top Glutton. Can we improve their tag for them right now?
Yes. Well, we can. Fourth best. There you go. I don't know. Rice-A-Rooney is on sniper. He's just standing outside of spawn, so I don't expect him to make a huge play unless the medic overextends and doesn't pop early.
Right. They do have blue. Looks like blue. Fourth best. Block from top Gluttons has about 40% Uber advantage. By the time I got that sentence out, it's down to 25. So
yeah, you're just waiting.
It's not enough to push out a gully wash. Unfortunately, it is kind of hard to push out. It's kind of a back cap map. It is very prone to it unless you cover all your exits, and by that time, if you're sending people to cover everything, then you don't quite have a blob, even with your Uber, to you know, out DM the other team. So it's hard to push out on Uber advantages. They are, looks like Red's working up their way upriver a little bit, but I don't think they
that's
want to
where
get
the sniper's
spotted.
watching, but it looks like the sniper's disconnected or he's just chilling. He's not scoped, he's just chilling. He's not moving or anything. So, I don't know what's going on.
Let me see if I can figure out what's going on.
Yeah. Oh,
Looks like a
doing the
Red
same
Scout.
play
Actually,
again.
yeah, he snuck in through river and he actually
He's not
got
even
onto
dead
the
yet.
cap point.
There he goes.
Yeah, he
Great cap
survived
time by
forever.
Scarecrow. He might off class, but they Uber in.
The Ubers
They're
are
gonna have to
exchanged.
stick to
They
this
saved
point.
the heavy. I think the medic kind of pretty much has to tank his heavy at this point. He did save with the Uber. That's a big stack health that Red is not going to be able to chew through. The medic's actually stuck in sneaky. He's just delaying the inevitable here. He probably should hit that kill bind. They do get cleaned up and wipe on that push though. I'm going to be on the Scarecrow cam and see if he's able to sneak past. He does get spotted out and actually is just going to try to delay the retake from blue. But they're still quick to hop on that, and I don't think we're going to see any more back cap stuff from Red. Or from AG, excuse me. But blue does get capped with about 40% Uber advantage now, and they're actually going to try to rush through choke here and get in the middle before Red's in position.
It's also to note that the fourth best Rice-A-Rooney has been AFK or disconnected somehow as sniper for a very long time now, so I don't know if both teams know this, but I don't think fourth best is going to push out until he comes back. Yeah, he is actually disconnected now, so that's unfortunate. Hopefully he does come back.
No? Is he just a quiet guy and they didn't know?
Maybe they don't know,
out?
but I don't think fourth best is going to push. It's probably going to be a stalemate until he comes back.
Or pause. I guess thank you for
Or
not
pause.
pausing, but...
Yeah, you really should pause if it's a match. I know it's like bad manner to pause the scrim, mainly because it's just a scrim and you just want to play. But it's a match. There's your record's on the line here. But we'll see. I don't know if fourth best knows, but yeah.
We don't know if they know that their own player lagged out.
Dash just told us he's back, so 2 minutes from now he'll be back at very least. So fourth best is doing a good job of just holding the point with one less player. I don't know why AG's not pushing in. Like, it is a match. I mean, maybe they're just good-mannered. They're good-mannered. I'll call them good-mannered. Maybe they don't know, but they're probably just good-mannered for not just pushing right in.
Yeah, they did have a 40% Uber disadvantage, but by now that has been negated, and I think they just waited for them to reconnect to push.
Yeah, it was good manners. As soon as he connected, they pushed. So they're already inside, getting a free kill on Rice-A-Rooney, unfortunately. But they're
Welcome
on
back
the
to the
battlements.
game.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, actually, I really like this push. They muscled through flank. Still have not got forced. They finally do get forced by the scout. But they muscled in through flank and got a couple picks caught out in lobby there. Actually, they're cleaning up the rest of the team, it looks like, as their Uber fades away. They're trying to roll us into last. I'm going to see if 2 is getting contested. Yeah, Ease can...
He took out
never mind, he
Tankman.
gets taken out. He takes out the demo, but he cannot stop the cap on 2. And actually, Red AG overextended themselves just a little bit, and they wiped on last. They didn't have the rest of their team.
I think his name is Ease. He was fighting Tankman for about like a good 20 seconds back at mid. So they didn't have their demo like while they were pushing last or anything. And then eventually Ease killed Tankman. So they were just pushing in without a demo and just a soldier and a scout, I believe, or the medic.
I think it was the soldier and the medic, and they both died.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the 2 cap got delayed a little bit by Ease and just the general fighting around 2. But then they didn't have their people that capped and cleaned up that scout behind with them, so they just got spawned on last and get taken out.
Scarecrow switched to sniper, recognizing that Kuza likes to switch to heavy. So if he gets his pick here and then they crits after, this might be the round for AG.
Yeah, AG also pulled out
on
the crits. Yes.
Yep.
General Shenanigans looking to stay on Uber. He does have 85, If he continues to build this quickly, he will have it by the time they get crits. I think Red was a little lazy building that, because I think both medics died around the same time.
I don't know. Maybe it took him a while to switch.
And actually, the crits is going to get used because Rice... Oh, really good CQ trap by Matt.
Yeah.
Takes out the pocket and the medic, trying to roll
and
that crits into last.
just juggling them as they Uber. So great play by both Demo Man.
Yeah, I'm getting the Scarecrow cram. I need him to hit a shot for this to be salvaged, and he does not. He gets taken down by the demo.
Yeah, Matt with the 3K, 4K there, basically doing all the damage for his team. Fantastic job.
I think Snark's just kind of feeling out. They're actually trying to get a little spawn cap going. This 2-cap is very slow. Red already has 5 players up. So Blue muscled in the middle, but they have a fight on their hands now. There's 5 members of Red team. Looks like they might actually try and finally get out of middle and give it up. But
yeah,
maybe miscommunication there, or a little mistiming, because Zen came in and tried to contest a little bit, and he was caught out and killed. So
if he was a little bit sneakier, maybe he could have dropped the med if that's what he was going for, but they should not have contested it as soon as they recognized Tankman didn't get forward spawn. So you can't really fight without your demo in most even situations, even number situations.
Right. I think Blue has about 25% Uber advantage. I don't know if they recognize that or not. They are trying to work through Big Door here, and I'm watching the sticky trap that Tankman's got set up. He does take
nice job.
Joey. So I really love that sticky trap. It's hard to check for, hard to clear. You have to just hit a really clever little splash angle. But they thought he wasn't watching it, and he was. So well played by Tankman. It's good. It's a good trap. Those trap kills on demo, you just get better at them. The more you play demo, you find new angles to watch. So it's going to delay the push a little bit. Lets them get their Uber. Lets AG get their Uber. Looks like they actually are thinking about maybe muscling through in the middle, but he gets spammed back, or their pocket gets spammed back by Matt, the Blue demo man.
Yeah, it looks like a stalemate situation here. Both teams have equal Uber, and just sit. Every player's all the players are alive, so I guess we're just looking at a free pick here. If one of the scouts overextends or something, or just runs into a sticky trap, it'll elect for the other team to push. Well said, me.
Well said, you.
Yes.
I agree fully.
But High Five's going drop down, trying to make a play.
I like
AG.
this. I like this. I don't like stalemates. I like
nice
what he
job
does
by
when he
High
drops
Five.
the demo man.
And he put a fair amount of damage onto the demo man.
Yeah, he really
it looks
did.
like AG's going to take this point here, unless something goes horrible.
Yeah, I'm looking for maybe a back half play to try to happen. It's very hard to win that fight after it starts that horribly. There is a scout that hops on it. Who's that? That's Ease jumps on the point. And actually, the middle point is being stopped, so I don't know if this is going to go through. I think they do finally cap middle.
Nice try by Matt, blocking the point for his scout. The scout is still back there, DMing a soldier at spawn, and he kills him. So good job by Ease, even though he did get caught out there. He did take the kill, and I don't know. I don't know if it's best to go for the pick even though they know you're behind, or just suicide after you get the pick on the soldier.
I think you just stay behind and still mess with
them.
Well,
he did sneak out, so...
Right. Oh, did he
should have got picked.
He's
he
back
just
in front?
ran, He ran through Big Door. He should probably gotten a free kill on him after he killed the soldier, but they let him in.
Right,
so good job by Ease.
Yeah, it's kind of a map where you can mind game people as scout. You kind of get stuck behind once in a while. It is prone to back cap, so if you go for them and then they cap forwards and you can't back cap anymore, then you got options. You know, you can mess with them, just take pot shots so they know you're there, delay them a little bit, give your team Uber, let them build back up an advantage, or equalize the charges, I should say. Also, spawn camping is viable. Looks like Red takes this Uber in through locker. Blue's just going to take it right into their faces and make them split a few times. There's no cap time yet, no damage on this heavy. The demo man is still alive. Looks like we might just have a reset. I don't know if anything's going to get cleaned up. We have a soldier trying to walk out into the lobby, but he's getting stuck out. Who is that? Zen gets taken down by Matt finally.
Matt is hitting the pipes and the stickies all day.
Looks like AG was trying to roll through river or transition over to river, and Matt was ready for him.
He recognized there was a pile of people there. He just launched a couple stickies and hit a pipe on it, and bam, 3 people dead, or 2 people dead. Great job by Matt, and they're gonna retake the point because of his damage and kill on the scout.
Yeah, they're gonna get 2 cap. That took a long time. I'd be terrified of a back cap. I don't know if Blue left anybody to last to defend. Looks like the roamer's finally walking out into the yard to join the fray here. Looks like the numbers are fairly equal and the Uber advantages are pretty equal. Red is still down a soldier, but I think they want to try to rush this in. I don't know if they thought they had an advantage, but they do not. Blue is going to get a pretty good exchange, a really good exchange, I think.
Yeah.
I think they're going to get at least 1 or 2 kills out of this, maybe 3. If Tankman goes down, that's going to be really bad. Coop does get 2 saws on the enemy medic, taking him down to 30 health.
Wow.
But General Shenanigans does manage to survive. Looks like we have Snark alive and Scarecrow, and I don't know where those little 2 scouty mans are.
Yeah, Matt and Joey, the pocket soldier for 4th Best, just juggled them while they were Ubered and choke, and just simply had a free Uber immediately after they finally got in. So good job juggling them and keeping them from doing damage to their team before their medic got Uber and popped.
Yeah, that was a good exchange by, is it Ricker is the pocket, or Joey? I think Joey is the pocket.
Joey.
So, really good exchange by Joey, recognizing that they had Uber to contest that, and I think AG might have just miscalculated the Uber advantage and thought they had a little bigger advantage than they had, maybe with this slow building or something, but it looks like they wanted to just Uber straight through the choke, and actually, yeah, really good trap by Tankman, takes out Joey. Might stall this push a little bit, but they still do get the Uber popped. They're trying to get damage on the heavy, but he's getting tanked by the medic. Tankman's doing a pretty good job at NGing the shit out of Matt here, and he manages to survive. He doesn't get taken out.
Follows up and picks the medic, so AG has a 100% Uber advantage. I think 4th Best is going to try making a play here. As Rice or Rooney takes out a soldier and a scout, fantastic play. They might actually keep 2 because of that. Probably
I don't know about that. I'm looking for Ease. I don't know where Ease... Oh, Ease is actually on last trying to kill this heavy, which is always rough as scout, depending on the position.
They're just throwing players away right now.
They really are.
Pick the med.
They do finally get 2 recapped.
Oh, nice surf by Shenanigans. General Shenanigans. Staying alive. Surfing the rocket into choke, picking up the health back, and getting the hell out of there.
Getting to his respawns, yeah.
Yep.
Looks like they do have 5 up. They can contest yard with this. They have a very slight Uber advantage. I don't know if it's going to be enough for Red to capitalize on, or for AG to capitalize with. So we'll see what they like to do here. The Stickies are going up at choke for Matt. They are getting cleared by Tankman. So I want to look at the flank battle here on Gully Wash. Gully Wash is like 2 separate battles within this actual stalemate here is like, I don't know, it can be won just by putting heals on your scouts and soldiers on the flank at the right time, or shifting sticky trap when the enemy is unaware of it. But it looks like Red does recognize their slight advantage, and they just walk through
just
choke.
walk right in, yeah.
Yeah, they're not getting forced or anything. Blue did get their Uber just now, so maybe that's why they were waiting. They did not need a force, they just needed their Uber. They get it in time to defend 2 here. Theirs is popped a little later. They've got about 40% of it remaining. Who is that soldier? Joey jumped up there to stop the point, took down a scout, I think, and then he gets traded for. This is not going well for AG, though. They do get cleaned up. And I think they're actually going to wipe here. Snark's trying to retreat through middle with 11 health, but he's going to get taken down as well.
I think Matt hit a pipe across the map and it just domed the medic, and it was basically forced to pop because he was at like 20 health. So
domed him, huh?
Yep, hit him right in the noggin.
Yeah, double donked him.
I wish it was a double donk, but no one.
Zen was hiding above. Ooh, really good timing there, but it was spotted out by the scouts. Really good positioning, rather. Spotted by the scouts, gets cleaned up before he's able to kill the medic. And not able to equalize the advantages or give his team an advantage, rather. So General Shenanigans retains about 25% Uber advantage. I would assume Red is going to try and stick with Uber. AG, they do like to stay on Uber. Blue works their way in the lobby. I don't see anything funny happening. No off-classing. So I would expect Blue to just push this. Oh, there's actually a cute little sticky trap in River. It's not spotted out yet. The medic walks right past it. That was so close. Joey eats it instead of the medic, which is the better option. He says every push, Tankman is just trolling the crap out of him with these sticky traps. It does slow them down, and they're going to have to wait on Joey to respawn before they want to take his Uber into last.
It really isn't the worst thing in the world. It allows Joey to off-class, and I'm sure Red knows that. He's not going to, but I'm sure Red's going to be paranoid about a spy, so maybe they'll pop early even if they don't need to.
Right.
But yeah, it's just a stalemate until Joey gets back, and then they're probably going to push. And hopefully Joey doesn't find another sticky trap that Tankman has for him.
I don't know where he's got that going up now. There's a pretty clever spray in River. I don't know if you see that, if you have sprays enabled. Or
you blew it.
You blew it right next to where the scene of the crime from earlier. It's just so appropriate. I love it. We do have a heavy from Red. I don't see any other off-classing. They're trying to get damage on this heavy. Taking him out at 93 health, actually.
He's trying to make a pop. Nice try.
Ooh, good milk. Red has got 3 people in the, or AG has 3 people in the red right now.
Both roamers went in at the same time, but Zen was successful and Rice Rooney was not. So it looks like AG's, or 4th Best is just going to go right in.
Yeah, they actually Uber in straight through
and
River.
They're
getting a lot of cap time. Red gets theirs popped as well, but they were a little out of position. They weren't able to Uber on and stop the point. That was a really good first round between these two teams, so well played by block from top Gluttons. I remembered and I pronounced it correctly. Good back and forth action here. They pushed all the way from their last, I believe, so really good play all around. Who are you gonna watch on this middle, Kurt?
I'm gonna watch Tankman again. Him and Matt are just going at it as far as throwing down the damage. He's just tossing the pipes at the medic, locking him out from healing anybody on his team, but both soldiers on blue jump him and still don't kill him. The red team has less health than blue, and they're gonna back out. I'm sorry, I got...
less health than blue! No, it's okay, I agree,
I got
Kurt.
tongue-tied the whole time.
Agree. Right,
it's like you put me on the spot and I wasn't ready.
I'm sorry. We'll have to work on that. Joey's actually chasing
down the medic
shit out of this medic. He gets a really good shotgun cleanup at the end. That was it's a rough angle to try to chase down the medic. Unfortunately, he couldn't really dodge the rockets. No room for that. He almost surfed through there, but it was a little too low. That's why I hate some maps as medic. You don't really have room to maneuver, and you just have to walk through a choke point as you're eating splash damage. So in T there from Coop, but he does get taken down, and actually they're not going to have any sort of Uber to defend this last push by block from top Gluttons. Fourth best.
Yeah, I don't understand the correlation between the name and the tag, but...
If they win, we'll get an interview and we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Until then, let's just call him fourth best. I'll stop trying.
Are they going to pop early?
Joey
the Tankman's...
clears the locker room. There is no stickity trap there. They're going to Uber in top right, forces the medic back into spawn. Joey DMs the other soldier, kills him here. Looks like they're actually getting 3 kills during the Uber, which should give them plenty of cap time here. And I think the medic is trying to get a saw. He gets 1 kill, needed the second one, and he didn't have anyone to heal, so that was not going to end well for him regardless. That was a much quicker second round than the first round.
They may have figured something out. You never know. That's why we're watching this and not just not watching it and knowing
They probably
the score.
figured something out. Looks like Tankman elects to go lower here. It's a little slower, but it's different positioning for his team. It probably keeps him a little safer as well. He's getting a lot of damage. Oh, tons of damage top right on the blue scouts and soldiers. Actually, a really good double bomb by blue against AG, but they get cleaned up very quickly. I don't know where Kuz is.
Kuz is looking for a play on the map.
He's actually near the point here. He's going to slide up the point and alert him to his presence. And maybe not the best route to try and get behind the medic.
Yeah, he was kind of stuck out, though.
Yeah, I don't know if they knew. They probably knew he was creeping around there somewhere, so they probably would have spotted him. But you know, sliding up there into a scout is not going to net you a med kill generally.
Yeah. Fantastic response from AG. They're actually going to push into last, but they threw away 2 already.
Why is Cooper here 96% and he's 10 health? Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
That was almost
I don't think he has
nightmare,
anything loaded right now either, so he can't do anything with the Suber.
Yeah, I think Coop and Tankman are going to be hard pressed to get back through choke here and meet up with their spawns. I don't know what happened. I think they were trying to steamroll that round into a 2 cap and a last push. Goalie, sometimes the spawns are too quick and it's I think the caps were just a little too slow, and you really didn't get anything in time to get a spawn camp and cap time on last. As they dropped both soldiers, and Coop actually didn't have anybody to heal them.
In between 5 red players, so nice try by him.
Yeah.
And Scarecrow's going for a play on the medic right now. 1, 2, 3, 4 shots and almost kills. No, he missed a couple of them, but he does damage to the medic.
He needed one more meat.
One more
Not
meat.
enough meats.
Not enough. Maybe he'll off-class? I think he's a sniper player.
I don't know if that was a suicide. We'll find out in about 7 seconds, I'd say.
Yes.
Alright, AG does finally get the Uber as they work in the lobby here. Looks like they're shading towards River, is the lengthy hallway on the right side if you're looking out from last. It's called River in the competitive scene. So if I say River, that's what I'm referring to.
There used to be water in the end of River, so that's why it's called that.
Yeah,
thankfully
it made sense. It made sense, and now it doesn't, but it's a nice, quick way to describe the area of the map, and I think it's just going to stick. This Heavy is actually...
Just throwing his life away. What? He gets taunted?
He gets taunted for that, yeah, it's questionable.
Maybe it was like domination. Oh my god, he drops. That's gotta be the round. Good job by Tankman just dropping the Heavy real quick.
Man, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, I didn't really even see what happened. I think both soldiers rocketed the medic at the same time, and he just dropped.
I think Kuza was on the Heavy, and he thought they were a little close in lobby. He could get really good damage, maybe a kill on Heavy, but they take him down right away. And then I think Joey tried to push out and ate a Tankman sticky trap, another one, and then General Shenanigans didn't get the Uber pop. So all around, just unlucky by Blue on that last hold. We got another mid fight going on here. Actually, Blue is down 3 players very quickly. They're gonna They're going to try to get out lower. I don't see anything coming in through choke for a flank, so they will get out to lobby with 70% Uber and the Demo Man. Not the worst situation, but that was just a very aggressive middle from AG.
Yeah, both soldiers got on point real quick and just hit meat rockets galore, followed up by Tank Man and the Scout's damage, and easy win for them. Easy middle.
Yeah, with meat rockets and tanks and damage.
Yeah.
I mean, those are all good words.
If you can get your tank to mid real quick, you're probably gonna win.
Yeah, I don't think I bought enough MVM upgrades to kill the tank.
No. Maybe next round.
Maybe next round,
But they're pushing
yeah.
last. It's kind of still a stalemate because, thankfully for fourth best, General Shenanigans stayed alive and kept his Uber.
Yeah, I don't know where Scarecrow got picked, and I think High Five actually gets a trade, which is good. I don't know if AG is gonna wait for Scarecrow to come back up as some sort of off class. I don't think he did last time, so I don't know if we'll see it this time as well. But I think this is just a slow, cautious play by AG. They're just kind of feeling out their options for this last push. Actually, he's gonna come up on heavy. I like this. It's a very good map for heavy. You can just kind of post him up at the shutter door, at the lower, at the river, at the balcony on the top right on the last point there, and you just kind of
If they don't deal with it right away.
Heavy. Yeah,
just
exactly.
sit there damaging people and
The damage
slowly
just
mowing
adds up.
people down.
Yep.
So we'll see if he comes in late. I like him coming in late, not really with the Uber, just a little bit after Uber, and that's what they're gonna do.
Okay, he just spins up lower. They're gonna have to save him. They do. So this is they flashed a ton of people into the point, and they just want to tank the heavy. I really like this push from AG,
Yeah.
and I think it's gonna fail because they all kind of dove on a point and they got cleaned up.
Yeah, I think it's because fourth best did a good job recognizing that they needed to do damage to the heavy or they're just going to lose. So once they did like 200 damage to the heavy, the medic had to just sit on him. And after the medic sat on him, they just killed everybody else. So great play by fourth best, just recognizing that they had to do something about the heavy right away.
Yeah, it was a good idea for a push by AG. I think they needed to focus frags instead of cap time, though.
Yeah.
On that push.
That's all I got on that one.
Yeah. Okay. If I nailed it, then don't worry about it. General Shenanigans at 85% Uber. As soon as he gets it, I would expect to see some sort of push in the middle. It is a hard middle to push into, though. You're going to have to pop right away through this choke. Otherwise, Joey is probably terrified of a sticky trap at this point. I don't think he wants to eat another one of those. You can also maybe audible, go down, drop down sometimes. It's sort of viable. They're going to shift over to the flank, though. And actually, they're walking in here with
they have a soldier on them.
The scout and a soldier.
Zen forces the pop. Good
forced,
job
yeah.
by Zen. They might be able to retake this. Or they should be able to if they don't drop anybody here. He's just getting launched straight up in the... Joey is getting headshot by a high five. High five gave him a high five with a freaking rocket there.
Ooh, good one.
Nice one, Meep. Pat
Nice
myself on the
one.
back. And now he's going in and Meep shooting the medic with Scarecrow.
There's a scout who's Kuza is actually creeping in the enemy's elbow. Ooh,
I
he
think
gets
they
spotted.
know.
Yeah, they know now. He's gonna get
He's
taken
just
out.
running through the sticky trap. Oh.
I like it, manned up.
It was a
Doesn't
good try.
Yeah. Demo had the 6 there, but he didn't have an angle to watch in time, so... anyways, really well contested, I guess, but I think AG just kind of outdammed them there on the Uber exchanges. And played it smartly. Good play by Zen, I think, might win that. Just forced them to use their Uber to get in the middle, and then AG Coop was able to get out with theirs. So then they were able to retake it very quickly. I don't even know if Blue ever got a cap.
Advantage, and they're building a sentry, I believe. Kuza's building a sentry. And Ease is playing heavy. What are your thoughts on double off class? I mean, like, is it going to be hard,
It's
impossible
perfectly
to push
viable,
out?
and I think you probably should. I don't think Scout brings a lot to the table on this point. It's so cramped.
What about
Sentries and heavies are much better.
Never mind.
Looks like Red does Uber in through River, though. There's a soldier going. Soldier and a scout snuck water, and they got on the point right away during the Uber.
They got 4x in the
That
point,
is
and it's
ideal,
done deal.
Yeah, if you have an Uber and cap time, and then all you need to do is shoot the point, because they got to just dive on that. So really good play by AG, good coordination, good timing there.
Yeah, and it's tied up.
Yeah, 2-2. We picked a good map. Oh, 12 seconds remaining in the half. We get the good halves coming out, so timely win there by AG. That was a long first round and a really good first half, though, to both teams. 2-2.
Yeah, like, you don't really see people pushing out of last and Gollywash that often, but on the first couple rounds, they were just doing constantly. It looks like they readied up already, didn't they?
Did they? No, they did not.
They didn't? Okay, I'm slow.
It switched teams, but it's DM session again. It's halftime. Just a chill sesh.
But yeah, they're doing a good job of pushing out of last and not getting back at.
Right. Nice try on the defense by fourth best there on last. AG just had the Uber advantage, so they they finally were able to get in and didn't lose anyone to a dumb sticky trap. And I think did they have any off class? I don't think they did. They just snuck a scout and a soldier into the water, and then as soon as they Ubered in through the corner, the soldier and scout came up and got a lot of cap time for them. Really hard to mess up that push when everything goes well early on.
Yeah, I'm looking at the damage here. Matt and Tankman just doing a lot of damage for both their teams. 328.7 damage per minute for Matt, and 356 damage per minute for Tankman. And on a moderately stalemated game, that's a ton of damage.
Very impressive. Yeah, it's not necessarily stalemated.
Back and forth.
It's very back and forth.
Yeah, it's a better way of putting it.
So just very consistent performances from both demos. It's kind of demo-dominated Gully Wash. The choke points favor demo spam, and just the layout of the map favors demo spam over soldiers. So anyways, yeah, well played to both demos. I think both meds are playing pretty well. General shenanigans, maybe on that one last hold, dropped an Uber, maybe unnecessarily.
I think it was, I don't know, if you get double rocket at the same time, if you don't really see it coming, you're gonna drop. Like, that's 150 damage instantly. And it's a shame that it happened. It sucks to drop, trust me. I don't play medic much, but when I do, I drop all the time, and I feel like the worst player in the world. And if you main medic, I'm sure it feels even worse. But
they've been under a lot of pressure, both of them. There's been a lot of rover bombs. I've also seen some really good, survivability from both of them. But I think on that one last hold, it was. I was going to continue and say that it wasn't necessarily his fault. I mean, other stuff was spiraling out of control. The heavy overextended, and then Joey ate a sticky trap, and then the medic dropped. It was just all around not a good situation.
I believe Joey has not eaten any more sticky traps after he mentioned every time. He's definitely he's definitely noticed he needs to look out for it a little bit more. So
it happens as Pocket, and actually that's one thing. Well played to Tankman. Maybe that's why I remember him, because I play Pocket. Maybe he did this BS to me so many times. His name's stuck in my memory forever. He was definitely doing a great job of trolling the shit out of this Pocket with the sticky trap. I think 2 or 3 last pushes, just straight away, dets him instantly, and kind of stalls the push. Even if the medic doesn't drop, it's still you're one down immediately, and that's your Pocket soldier who also had the 300 health, so it's puts you at a health disadvantage, even if the Uber, especially once the Uber is over.
Yeah, having a better Uber isn't the greatest thing in the world if the rest of your team has 10 health.
Right. Looks like AG's got somewhere to be. They're trying to rush this along. I'm in favor of that, I suppose. We had a long delay getting this going, so hopefully between both teams, I know they both want to win. It's 2-2. By the way, big props to AG for not pushing, I guess. I don't know if 4th Best wasn't pausing on our account. We're casting a lot of open IM main matches this season, so if we cast your match, don't feel obligated to not pause if you have technical issues.
Yeah.
We would still like to see a good competitive, even match. And that was very sportsmanlike of AG to not push until they connected. I don't know. That's actually the first round. They could have potentially just pushed straight away and won, and they ended up losing that round. So, yeah. Anyways, real big props to them though for doing that.
Very good e-sportsmanship.
Good e-sportsmanship. It's that, I don't know if I've ever heard anyone say that.
I thought of it and it came out, and I mean, it makes more sense than sportsmanship, right?
It does, because it's esports.
Yeah. All right.
Perfect.
Let's do this. Second round, or second half. Deuces.
Deuces.
Game's tied up.
2-2.
I'm gonna watch.
It's tied up. That's what Kurt's trying to say. Who are you gonna watch, Kurt?
I'm gonna watch Zen. He basically won the round for his team last round, and yeah. Let's see what he does. He's gonna roll out and just walk. He's just walking. All right, now he's on mid, just spamming out the demo. He's not really doing much. Maybe he's gonna jump the med here. Nope. It looks like they're just getting zoned. Like, he didn't seem to do anything.
He gets air shot. Yeah. That was a good air shot by Rice Rooney there.
You gotta get in their faces, Romer. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a set play, but it seems like you gotta get in their face. You have options,
and actually, I think the play was probably just to walk lower. Ooh, is this med gonna get out? I didn't realize Coop was still stuck in. He has 97 health and 50% Uber. He does get out to his demo man in lobby, but he was not building forever. I thought he was long gone. Maybe the other team did too. That's why he was able to sneak out. But he does finally make it out with about 80% Uber though. So I don't know. Tankman dropping the lil in chat, but he might just get Ubered on into last right now. Actually, it looks like Coop is finally gonna get it. I think
Ubers.
I think 4th Best dawdled just a little bit getting in. So Ubers are going to get exchanged. We've got Tankman falling back behind the point. Very good positioning for baiting yourself and getting a lot of kills and denying any cap presence at all. The Uber is popped and Medical Man saves everybody. The soldier flanked from water, and actually we have Ease hiding with 13 health. I think the soldier knows. I don't know if he knew, but he figured it out right away.
The soldier's still underneath. Okay, he's gonna get cleaned up here, I believe. Something amazing happens. He almost kills Matt, or Tankman, but he gets caught. So fantastic, in my opinion, great job by Coop, just milking that Uber. Not popping when he didn't need to, and just sitting there flashing his teammates because he knew he had a way better Uber advantage.
I'm gonna stop you here because we got a spy. Kuza is in lower lobby right now, cloaked. Probably waiting for the opportune moment, trying to find out if AG is gonna push with their Uber advantage. I don't think they are. He does just wait for more cloak, and he's just gonna go straight in. And I think he's just creeping. He's just chilling. He's thinking.
Yeah. Do they have crits? They do not have crits. I was thinking they maybe just uncloak the spy on the point and crits onto the point, but I don't know what they're gonna do with this. Is he just gonna go for a pick? They have 2 spies! Snark's on spy too. Did you mention that and I just didn't know?
Oh, I didn't know. I think he just switched. He's on blue. Actually, they do. It's interesting they switched him to scout or to spy.
He's capping the point.
They Ubered out into lobby. He's just gonna uncloak on the point. He's shooting.
Kills the demo and almost. Oh my god! Great shot by Kusa. He just noticed that the blue team was just pushed up because they were probably waiting for Snark to do something, like to trigger their.
Well, no, they were pushing on their Uber advantage. That's why I was surprised Snark came up as spy. Because if you're gonna push out with Uber advantage, you usually just want to keep the standard lineups there.
Even.
No, AG had an advantage and they took it into lobby. I think. Right? Maybe.
I don't even know.
Probably. Anyways, I am seeing Tankman get taken down very quickly on this middle. I'm gonna look for one of the medics to start hightailing out there. Coop is actually stuck with
Blue
4 health.
Super hurt. AG is all in red. High Five picks up the health back, but he's still pinched.
Yeah, he's stuck in elbow and they know. I don't think he's gonna make it out of there. If he does...
Oh man, is he gonna... He can contest this. He knows the scout's the only one on the point here. The combo is like pushing into second. Is he gonna jump in?
Ooh, very nice shot there. Oh my goodness. Moment of glory.
Just standard play.
It's the standard play.
Yeah,
that was very well played by High Five. He could have contested the point. He elected to. He knew the medic and demo were coming around for the flank because they were not on the point with the scout. He turned around and directed the medic in the face and then just shotties the demo. So really nice game there by High Five.
And game sense, because he out game sense me, and I have like spectator view.
Anyway,
like
Coop gets taken down again though.
Up mid, yeah.
I think Rickarooney got a bomb on him before he was able to get out. I think they maybe rushed the push just a little bit, or maybe just got out of the control when they were. It's hard to keep everything, you know. It's hard to push people out of mid because there's so many spots for scouts and soldiers to hide and approach you from. So, anyways, Ricker finding that opening and takes down the medic. So, equalizes the advantage. Actually, gives his team about a 40% Uber advantage. If they don't stop this 2-cap though, they don't have to worry about a back cap. I think they are going to stabilize though. It looks like.
Coop's on crit streak. It's going to be real close. I think I'll have like a 10% advantage just to get a quick sticky on them. If they build. No, it doesn't look like it. They're not building or anything. They are, but just not as fast as 4th best.
This is very smart by AG though. You see Zen hiding up there. Oh, actually, General's just going to eat Tankman's sticky trap. That was another one missed by Joey. And that's going to be his medic eating that one, so that's not ideal. I'm sure Joey would rather he ate that one. Yeah, it looks like this is in AG's favor.
They're just milking the crit streak. They don't need to use it.
Yeah, I guess why would you if you don't need to? Actually, Ricker gets another opening. Finally, I don't know where he was hiding. Was he just around the rock?
He just jumped. He just jumped from the battlements. No one saw him.
Okay. Maybe they're distracted on sealing out lobby, but it looks like we got AG rolling into last year. Scarecrow getting some good shots. Takes down Matt and General Shenanigans. Well played as Scarecrow gets taken out by Ease with the 2K now. Zen, man, a lot of fragging going on. Zen gets a
Scarecrow just 2-shot the demo and the medic, and that was the round.
So are we at 3-3 now, Chris?
Yes.
We picked a good match to cast.
Yeah,
good
shout
job.
out to Fog for picking this match, I believe.
Yeah, thanks, Fog.
I'm gonna watch Ease. He seems to like to play aggressive, so let's see. I'll get the cam on him. He's just chilling underneath now. He's waiting for an opening, but he can't really see anything. He's just eating a lot of damage. I'm gonna switch cams to Kuza. He's also hurt. the red team is really hurt and they have the low ground, they're going to have to make a play on the medic or something, because they're not going to win this mid any other way. Nope.
Really good pocketing there at the end by the scouts. It was 3-on-3, and I think it was 2 scouts on a roamer versus 2 scouts on a med. And at that point, you just want to stay close to your medic and try and get the cleanup done. And even if they do take out your med, then you usually at least have that that 185 to win the following DM fights and then win the middle fight. But anyways, good job surviving here by Coop. I think Kuza ate a sticky. Or no, Ease, we were on the Ease cam. I think he ate a sticky actually getting in the middle. So at that point, you're really low health and in a not very great position, so you just kind of have to bait your team. And he just kept taking spam, which was not ideal too. But I see, who's this Pyro here? Looks like 4th best elects to try a Pyro defense. Kuza is playing close to the shutter. I think they come in lower, and he's trying to air blast the rest of the team out and keep them separated. Doing a pretty good job of disrupting the push, but Blue does keep people saved. Looks like the medic is already dead, and actually Mac gets taken out as well. So AG
Rice are doing a great job hitting 4 directs in a row, killing 3 people, but to no avail.
I think there were 5 alive and he only killed 3. So
yeah,
math didn't add up.
Yeah, no maths.
No maths.
Take this mid. I've been pretty crappy with the last few.
Alright, I'm gonna go back on the Tank Man cam because it's a demo mid. He hits the rollout, goes top. He's already getting a sticky presence on lower. He hits 2 on the soldier who's in right away. Now he's just spamming rollers at the other soldier. The bomber comes really late. I think Rick, that was the hurt one from earlier. He gets taken out though. Good defense by Tank Man there. Now he's got to worry about these 2 scouts that are just pocketing the medic. I think they're going to get pressed out through choke. I don't see any flanks coming in. Actually, Kuza did not escape. He's still just hanging out in the middle. He takes down Scarecrow, so now he's stalking the demo medic combo on middle. That's a terrifying feeling when you know there's a scout right underneath you. But I think he does manage to sneak out big door, it looks like.
Yeah, he had 51 health for a good, 30 seconds there. He 2-shot the 1 scout and then eventually got out. So good job by Kuza.
Looks like Ricker is actually comes up on Sniper, so let's see what kind of angle he likes to take. Usually you see him shift over to big door, see if anyone's playing, because that choke point you usually watch from pretty far back. He's not on the ground though, he's going to actually play from battle.
It's a really odd angle. They're going to have to just walk in and then, I don't know.
It's a good angle, but his team's not playing around it. If his team's playing close, then this is not a good angle. He should rotate, which I think he is finally recognizing and maybe doing right now. If he's peeking that angle, his team should be shading towards flank and making them push that angle. But Joey is 300 health with Uber, so he wants to hold choke closely, which is fine, but you need to have your sniper rotate then. So anyways, just a slight miscommunication, but it looked like Ricker actually does get a pick on the flank. So
yeah, he gets the scout Scarecrow, and just going to be peeking through big door with soldier, scout, medic support, with the scout just eats a bunch of spam, and they just have a really awkward Uber here. I don't know if they're going to be able to do much with it. I'm watching Joey. He forces him, but I don't think he's going to get out alive. No, he dies. AG's Uber is way better than 4th best, and they're probably going to lose too because of it.
Yeah, I think they hesitated just a little bit getting in the middle. They got the pick, and then they shifted heels that way, and that's where they wanted to Uber from. Good call, I guess, since there's probably no... Ooh, actually looks like 4th best actually... Oh, excuse me, AG is just going to steamroll the rest of this round.
Yeah, they just took it to him. I don't know if they're overextending once again, but Matt's hitting every single amount, 100% damage on all of his pipes and stickies, saving the point. Once again, they like to play aggressive. They had a scout capping 2, and they sent, I believe, 3 people to last, and they just got picked up by the spawners. If they were slightly quicker, it would have worked, but when you have Matt, the damage dealer, you can't really...
I think I jinxed them.
Yeah.
I don't know how they wiped on that. I think they all just dove on the point. They had such a huge advantage.
The soldier demo spawned, and they hit a pipe and a rocket, and they're all dead.
Right. Anyways, who's this 4th best able to stabilize and recapture 2? Ubers are even. Snark is up on Sniper for AG. So I want to get the Snark cam going, see if he gets a pick to initiate this push now.
He's waiting for, hopefully, a soldier, maybe a scout, to overextend and just pick him. Or he's just going to peek. He has a huge sightline if he gets protected by a soldier or a scout, which he is being protected by a soldier and a scout. He's just waiting for a pick. He's clearing up this entire side of the map for his team.
Yeah, at this point, they know he's there, and they're not spamming him back. They're not really contesting him. They're electing to just not peek him. So what I'd like to see AG do at that point is shift everybody over that way and try to just, get your push from that angle. Looks like we do have a pause. Ugh.
Yeah, hopefully whoever was having connection or client problems earlier is not having the same ones. We're whatever happens, it happens half in the future, 2 minutes in the future, so we'll find out what exactly happened in a little bit, but for now we have no idea who crashed. It might be a round for either team depending on who crashed. If it's one of the medics with even Ubers, Red Med crashed according to Dash, so that's really bad news for fourth best. They might just get rolled here.
It's a bummer.
Yeah, I don't know in a game this tight if AG's gonna let this type of DC, if they're just gonna be good sports about it, let them spawn and get Uber again. I don't know. That's really good manners.
They did it once, so I don't know if they. I don't know why they wouldn't do it again.
You never know.
So fourth best med crashed. We don't know. This is delayed, so we're not sure if he crashed with Uber or what. But it looks like it is finally unpaused. So let's see what happens on the flank here with this sniper. He's gonna get healed up, and I expect him to come back over here and try peeking again. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't crash with Uber. That would be a disaster.
Yeah, if they get a good exchange here and then he crashes, it might be fine. But if they're just stalemating and he just crashes, they're just gonna walk in on last. But fourth best does get a pick, so it's looking good for him so far.
Yeah, it was really good aggression there that time by Red. They recognized that there was a sniper and they were trying to, give him the angle. They didn't want to give it to him, and
it looks like they just had a walk through choke with the sticky trap cleared.
Yeah, it looks like with the pick they found a sticky trap, defused it, they were able to get in, and now they're getting cap time. Still looks good. They have not actually gotten forced either. Would like to see a little more contestation for this middle fight, but we finally comes in, but it's a little too late. I think it's already been capped.
Yeah.
AG Ubers in through choke. Red gets theirs popped though, fourth best. And actually, I think they're going to have to fall back in the middle and get healed up unless you get a couple picks here at choke. Tankman, however, punishes them for that. And actually, they're down 2. The HUD is broken, I forget. They're down 3 now. Both medics still surviving. Tankman muscling through. He's got to be so dry in ammo. He gets a 4K out of this, I think.
Yeah.
Now the red combo is actually...
Stark's going for the med. He picks the med. They just wipe.
Medic, okay.
Is that when he crashed? He didn't look like he was AFK.
I hope he
crashes
now. No, he was running. I don't know. Ooh, wow.
But they're rolling right through.
A little cocky there from Koopa. I think he's trying to rush the push in, get eyes on their spawns. Actually, he survives with 4 health. Almost gets taken down by Kuza, I believe.
Yeah, Kuza just ran in and picked Matt down.
Who was that? Coop was actually the medic. I think he had people trying to spawn camp on Big Door, and then Demo kind of just walked up from lower lobby and piped him in the face, and then Kuza almost killed him on the flank, so almost a big clear by Kuza. Is this where the medic crashed? I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on here.
Yep,
there it is. Alright, med crash. That's a bummer. Well, he only had about 5% Uber when it happened, so it's not... It could have been much worse. AG does keep their Uber, however. Not forced yet. They actually get into yard with a pick now as well. Looks like Ricker was actually up on battlements trying to get a sniper shot on the medic. Not able to get a shot off before he's taken out.
They're down 2 with no Uber.
They're down 2, no Uber,
quick.
And they've walked in the lobby. There's still just no pressure on this medic popping at all. Actually,
Kuza's pushing them back.
Kuza, yeah.
And not taking any damage either. He's just sitting there
outplaying the entire enemy team with his right click buttons on its own. He does finally get taken out, and actually Blue forces a lot of cap time.
They are once again
3 down, however. It's Coop and the Pocket High Five do manage to fall out to yards. Snark gets cleaned up, so the back cap threat is no longer there, I don't think. Hopefully fourth best is aware of that. They probably are. Yeah, they spot both of them now, so they're going to get it recapped, it looks like.
And they have massive Uber advantage.
Yeah, they do have quite a big Uber advantage. 40%. Let's see if they push this in the middle. It's still a hard middle to push into. They'll probably see an early pop at a General Shenanigans, I would hope so. You don't want to worry about any sticky trap or sniper BS that was uncalled, so...
They're defusing the sticky trap. It has been dead. They're going in, Joey's going in, or Rice, oh my god. They didn't defuse all of the sticky trap.
They didn't defuse all the sticky trap, they found the second layer. Coop does get his Uber and just pops it because the drop was called, I'm sure. Ricker is the only man left for fourth best. He's 26 health on battlements.
He's probably going to jump the point, is he? No, he's just going back.
Yeah,
I guess you need to, because Coop...
You kind of need to. Their Uber was used, so maybe this is a good call. He needs to make sure no one hops on the point as soon as this is capped, but he has the rest of his team spawning, so no threat of that. We do see him... Who is this? Kuza come up on heavy. So now we're on the standard Gullah Watch last defense here. But AG has about a 10% Uber advantage now.
Yeah, it's really not that big of a deal. Like, I don't know. It was a good job by Ricer-Rooney to get back there and not just throw away his life, because judging by AG's last pushes, they like to push on really small advantages, and obviously sometimes they get punished really bad for it. Other times they win rounds because of it. So, good job by him getting back. And the Ubers are even once again. The tank man is popped on, forces the enemy Uber. Tank man just throwing down single deaths, getting down the heavy. He's kind of trapped here though. He's probably gonna get taken down by a scout, and he does. Ricer-Rooney trades with a scout. And
really
AG.
good repush. Amazing repush from AG there to win that last game fight. General Shenanigans got the Uber pop, saved his heavy, saved his pocket, and a scout, I believe. Maybe a little too much flashing, maybe that's why the push failed, or the defense failed, I should say. AG does manage to win the push, though. The medic got out, and I think they repushed with heals, and they were able to clean up on the retake.
Oh yeah, that's game, too.
That's game. It was 5-3. Really well-fought match, though, between these two teams.
You were correct.
That was my pred!
Good job.
Yeah!
So the Smiley team wins.
The Smiley team wins. The coordinated Smileys are too strong. Very good timing to both these teams, because we have an invite cast in about 10 minutes. I was getting kind of worried, so... I gotta wake up Admirable, too. I gotta start worrying about this. Anyways, thanks for casting, Kurt. I think we did well.
Dude, we have the stats on the screen. I'm gonna refresh the stats real quick. Yeah.
Let's talk about them then.
Yeah, we got...
Oh my god, this is prettier than a spreadsheet.
Well, judging by the stats, it looks like AG did more damage and got more frags because they were the winning team. I don't really know what to see. Like, normally when I look at stats, I just look at damage, but damage is very map dependent, and it's hard to tell. Like, you say this is a very big demo map, and both demos top damage, so I guess it was a typical damage game, except for Tankman increasing his damage per minute from halftime to 362, so amazing damage output by him.
Yeah, I don't see any damage anomalies. It's kind of funny, like, the way things work out. The scouts are pretty even across the board. Both demos top damage, the soldiers followed up, and actually the numbers are incredibly even across the board.
Well, Coop did 10 more damage than the enemy medic per minute, so that's probably the reason he won.
591 damage from Coop, 91 from General Shenanigans. So look to see a few more Uber saws next game from General Shenanigans. Maybe his team will get out of there with a W, you know. But anyways, well played to both teams though. I don't think the stats tell the tale there, Kurt.
Yeah, it's just the teamwork and coordination of AG. They like to play aggressive. It failed a couple times, but they kept doing it, and it worked. I liked watching them.
All right, we should talk about the 5 Uber charge drops.
Wait, there was 5?
There was 5 drops by General
5.
Shenanigans. Did we miss some? I don't know what happened, but anyways, looks like...
I think it had a lot to do with not checking for stickies.
The sticky traps were just devastating from Tankman.
Yeah.
Joey ate a bunch of them. The medic ate a few of them. I think a couple of those worked.
Especially the last one.
Some of
the
them
last
were
one, when
right?
they were pushing through choke, he immediately put a sticky trap right on the post just outside of choke, and he just walked right into it. No one saw it. I was watching from the medic's perspective, too. So very quick thinking by Tankman to just throw down a quick sticky bomb, sticky trap, and taking out the medic. But a couple of drops were questionable. Maybe just milking a little bit too long. But I really don't think he lost his team the game. I think it was a team effort. It's a team game. You can't really pin it on the medic. It's a thankless job.
Right. I think his team had enough opportunities to win without him, dropping 5. I don't think some of the, especially in some of the situations, I don't think they were all, directly influencing the results of the round, but who knows?